Hey guys, Olaf here from LSE again. So, quick update on the water pump system. So as you guys can see, I added a little bit to it. Reason mainly is twofolded. Right now I'm using a lot of rainwater because we had a lot of rain. So let's see if I can get my finger in. So we have one filter down here which is 30 micron. Here's our diaphragm pump, pressure gauge, switch, hose going up, going into the next one which is 20 micron, going over into 5 micron. This one is the charcoal filter. These two filters are not interchangeable, but the housing is the same, which also have a switch so you can release the pressure in them, where this one doesn't have it. This one is a clear one. We'll go up close now to it so you guys can see. So this one you can see how this one becomes dirty over time, so you can see through. Here again is the diaphragm pump with the current pressure. There's a drop valve. This is primarily for if I have air in the pump and I want to get it out. Yep, there's one of our cats. Hi Moose, say hi. He's just shy boy. Anyhow, so there, over here again is the pressure switch. So here's the pressure gauge, but here's the actual switch which controls the pump. As further you are away from it, as more pressure you have. This down is one for releasing pretty much the air out of the system, but also later on I can put actually a bladder tank on it. So it feeds a bladder tank which is going to sit there where our cat is sitting right now. So we have more pressure in our system here. This is 3/4 inch white PVC going to a 1 inch outer dimension, 3/4 inch inner dimension, reinforced fiberglass. I think it's a vinyl tube. I have to check it up. Runs up here with slack, goes to a 3/4 inch inlet. The connector is also 3/4 inch, so the thread hole for a pipe to go in here is 3/4 inch as well. This filter is 2.5 inches in diameter and 10 inches long. So all these are the same. Then it's braced up here, and in between I have a stiff pipe which is an ABS, which is used for sprinkler system a lot, but it's also safe for food grade and whatnot. Here are the pressure reliefs, so I can push here and it release the pressure on these, so I can open them up. Same as over here. Instead of buying the original bracket to mount it, which is like 20 bucks or whatnot, I actually went to Tractor Supply and got these angle mount hardware. They are like for both together like 5 bucks. Then I got metal screws, 3/4 inch long. These are M14s, and then these are M12s. The M14s fit perfectly into the thread here, and just grabbing with the sharp edge of the screw into the plastic so it doesn't break it, which is perfect. 5 of them were at Tractor Supply, $1.49. Box of these, which is 75, is around 6 bucks. And then here I've decided to go right now 1/2 inch, because I already have a test set up with a 1/2 inch pipe. You can use anything up to 3/4 inch here to actually feed your water out. But this is pretty much the update. on the whole system. I'll show you the front end here in a second. So again, here's the front end. It's right now on a mobile platform built out of pressure treated wood. 2 solar panels again. Both of them together are gonna produce 250 watt, and they're charging the deep cycle battery. So here's the deep cycle battery, which I got from Rural King for roughly around 80 bucks plus taxes off eBay. Solar charging module. It charges with these wires this battery. Once the battery is full, it goes over and feeds the pump. And as you can see, that's the pressure right now, and it's slowly dropping. That's because I have a toilet upstairs in the house which actually is leaking. So that's one way to find out. On the Amerimade pump, I have a little bit of a negative review, but it's very minor. So when you look at the pressure switch, which is down here, that one is set up to fail because it can't handle the amperage. So what I've done is, instead of having this one connected, I just leave it blank. Took the 2 cables out, which are the 2 red ones, and the 2 red ones here run over to this pressure switch, which I can adjust internally by taking off the screw of this housing. You can see it's a mechanical system, very simple. These 2 spring loaded, here you can see it, there's one spring, and then there's another spring here on this side. These units come preset in different pressure ranges, but the benefit with these are they do not burn out. As you can see, they're pretty hefty. They are meant for 240 volts with high amperage going through, so these do not burn out, which is a great improvement. And they're very easy, so you just have this switch here. Let me change my hand, sorry for the shaky hand here. But this is for one phase, this is for the other phase. So if you only run one phase, like I do on 12 volt DC, as soon the pressure is dropping, this spring here releases this switch blade. As you can see, it just runs the pump. And you can see that over here, that it actually builds up pressure. Whenever I push and release. So hopefully you guys like the update. Let me close it back up. If you start with a small system, you try to be off-grid, this is pretty much what you want. Once you got this started, you can upgrade it if you want. Ideally, if you have your water sitting in open tanks, which I do not recommend. Right now for testing, I have it actually pulling out of my hot tub here, which I'm not using, but I'm using the water in it. As you can see, it's a little dirty, but it gets filtered in multiple stages. And because it's pure rainwater from the last couple of days, it's good. Worst comes worst, you put a little bit of chlorine in. But what you can also do instead of chlorine is, once you have this set up pretty much set up, you can go and add in here, before it goes into your house, a black light, a UV light water filtration system in place. What this does is any water which goes into your house, into all your pipes, is gonna be shocked first with the UV light, and the UV light actually kills off any bacteria which is in the water, but you still have your sediments in, which is good, because you need some of the sediments like iron and copper in small objects are actually very healthy for you. So this is the video. Hopefully you guys like this update. If you guys are interested, just reach out to us. We're still in business right now. We are not doing any on-site work because of the financial situation. We're waiting on actually financial support from the government. We didn't have any income for the last 4 or 5 months now. We are pretty much out of business, of new business since January. We had our last customer in beginning of March, and since then, because we're in Florida, nobody really wanted to do business with us because we also had stay-at-home orders. Anyhow, please like and subscribe. There are more updates following on this. If you guys need help to set up something like this, please reach out to us. We are more than willing to also come out and install it as long as you are in Florida. Otherwise, we can get you all these parts set up together as a system and actually ship it to you guys as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.